I have a way of commentating over videos that I can't really... I could not recommend if my life depended on it, to be honest with you. I mean, if my life depended on it, I'd probably give a false recommendation, because that's not something I'd really be willing to give my life over. That's one thing, it's not one thing. But, I don't know, what was I even going to commentate here? Basically, I just use my voice recorder and haphazardly put it over footage. And typically, it's about when I have something important to say. Frequently, I do not have anything important to say, so I don't do this all the time. But let's talk about Star Wars. And why I don't think they give two shits about us. So, Kathleen Kennedy, I can't remember what she said, but it was something powerful enough to piss me off to no end. Like, I hear she has that effect on everybody, but it was just amazing right there that she could piss me off with something like that. I don't know. She was like, I don't give a shit about your opinions or something. I can't even remember anymore. It's been literally 4 years, I think, since she said that. So, I don't know. And this isn't even some SJW thing. I genuinely feel like I have the right to be pissed off about that. Like, you know, anytime someone's like, oh, well, I said something so meaningless that it doesn't even matter. You got offended by it. You're such an SJW piece of shit. But, and I'm like that to an extent too. Well, actually, I think I'm like that all the way, really. There's no extent. I'm all the way. But like, there was, when you make a joke, and you say something like, a man walks into the bar, and it's like, oh, why does it have to be a man? Oh, why is it a bar? I'm like, piss off. Get out of here. But when I say something like, hey, can you go kill yourself, like, right now, I'm kind of annoyed with you, you have a right to be pissed off right there. So, one, already, man, this video is going to get demonetized. Well, you know, if I can get it monetized to begin with. After that, whole adpocalypse thing, they rose the subscriber thing. And apparently it had been like that for a while, so when I thought I had ads running on my channel, apparently YouTube gave me a message and it's like, yeah, it was just a glitch, you haven't had ads running in forever. I'm like, oh, well that's why I'm not making any money off this. Dude, I swear, it told me I was making money at one point, and it suddenly went down to 000, but it still said, ads are running. I don't know what the hell happened, but okay. Anyways, off the whole ad topic. It's not like I do this for money anyways, otherwise I'd stop doing it, because I'm not making money. On that note, I really hate these people who are like, oh yeah, you gotta trust me, I'm not making money off this, so you can trust me. All these other guys are just trying to make money, so you can't trust them. I'm like, I don't trust you any more than any of these other assholes, okay? I don't trust anyone. Don't try to get on me like that. In fact, I think you're trying to make money off of it, and you're trying to work your way up, being really nice, and then you're just gonna stomp all of the little guys like an asshat. So, dude, this video's not gonna be eligible for monetization ever. Like, my channel isn't, but my video, it might have been. You never know. And yeah, I know that sounds like an oxymoron. It kind of is, but I mean, like, when I do get ads, possibly for ads running on my channel, this video will automatically not be. You guys know what I mean, so I'm just gonna stop explaining myself. Anyways, back to this topic of Star Wars. I think they're trying to monetize it and then just piss everyone. They're trying to piss everyone off to like they're trying to do that. So, and you know what I mean? You know, they could just be like, no, we didn't think it was that important to you, that some of these things were not the way you wanted it to be. Like Rey's parents, you know, we all wanted her to be part of... Personally, I wanted her to be part of the Kenobi family line, but it turned out that that's not going to be the case. Apparently, it's going to be, people were wanting it to be Skywalker. The dark side. I was like, nah, she's a Kenobi. But nah, apparently she's a Skywalker. Rey Skywalker does seem a lot better than Rey Kenobi, but still. But the annoying part is, like, they're just like, I believe someone said something, well, we didn't think it was that important. And I'm like, no, yes you did. You know how I know? Because you specifically went out of your way to say Rey's parents are nobodies. If you didn't think it was important, you wouldn't have specifically used that term. You'd have just been like, your parents don't matter. You would have just said that. Instead, you said they're nobody. So clearly you knew that you just kind of wanted to twist the mind of someone else. Otherwise, you're really dumb and don't know how vocabulary works. The fact that I said dumb kind of takes me down a level. It should be stupid or idiotic or something. You know, when you say dumb, it just makes you sound less intelligent. My voice is going away, I think. I don't know if you guys can notice or can tell. And then when they killed off Snoke, like that one, they can just pull a, yeah, I didn't think it mattered that much, but it's like you were building, you did nothing but build him up in the last movie, and now you're just gonna be like, well, the last movie was Rogue One, but you did nothing but build him up. And I really think they just need to cancel or like cancel episode 9, delay episode 9, and do a redo of 8, because a lot of these decisions don't make any sense. And unless he be coming back to life, or that was a fake or something. Like, just say it was a clone, because he was going to be the big bad. You know it. You know it. That was the plan the whole time. So who are they going to get to replace him? Some guy just randomly, like, look at this. Okay, so you have Palpatine. He was obviously supposed to be the big bad, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. But then they had a minor delay with, you know, having Count Dooku or Darth Maul introduced. Like, they took up his spot for just a second at the beginning, and that works. But, you know, there's a huge problem here when at the end you decide to have someone else take up the role. You're doing it backwards. It would be like, let's see. So, I want to use the Flash as an example here. So, you know, you have the turtle at the beginning of, like, season, what was it, like 2? I think that was season 2, the turtle. And then you have Zoom as the big bad. Yeah, if we're talking about season 2 here. So, the turtle, you know, he's supposed to be at the beginning. He's supposed to be a small little distraction. And then you have Zoom, who's like the big thing that you should be focused on, but then you have the distraction running around. You gotta catch the distraction, because right now it takes priority since Zoom's not doing anything right now. Well, it's not anything super important. But, you know, so, I mean, Turtle's going around stealing things, potentially killing people. He tried to kill Patty, so there's that. You know, anyways, basically, what if, you know, screw that, you killed off Zoom earlier, and now the Turtle's the big bad. It doesn't work like that. The Turtle, you know, Zoom just moved over for a bit, so now the Turtle is going to be the guy who pops up at the end of the last episode. It doesn't work like that, and that's what they're doing. Who's going to pop up as Snoke? I know Darth Maul popped up at the end of Solo, but canonically he's already dead by the time Snoke pops up. So if they even try to put Darth Maul at the end, I'm just gonna be like, no. Did you even watch Rebels? Creator, you should keep continuity. Sometimes I feel like I'd be a better writer than the people who are writing. So, oh, my bad. So, my little spot's been covered. I had to take a break for a second. But sometimes I think I'd make a better writer than those people who are actually writing movies. So, yep. And I just really need my people to pay attention. None of this makes sense. I feel like episode 8 would work better as the final movie, because they already killed off the person who's supposed to be the big fight. Kylo Ren, yeah, you know, he's gonna be a big part of it, But you would think that his story is supposed to be the redemption arc, right? You would think. Because they did the same thing with Vader. He's supposed to be pulled from the light to the dark and then back to the light. You think they're going to do the same thing with Kylo, but, you know, to a lesser extent. And then also, the direction they took Luke's character doesn't make any sense. I mean, I already thought him hiding away on an island didn't make any sense. But that was fine, that was a small thing. But Luke is supposed to be this depressed, alone character. Yet, and we're supposed to sympathize with that. Yet, every single action he does in that movie is comedic. You have him getting milk out of the, what was it? I can't, green, blue milk, whatever it was. I think it's blue milk is what it's called, but it looks more green in that movie. You know, it's supposed to be him getting milk out of that thing. That's kind of funny. I mean, it's not, but just humor me, because that's what we're supposed to be doing to them, humoring them. And so, then we have, yeah, what was it? What's even going on? Then we have him, like, he takes the lightsaber, and then he chucks it. That's not something that a sad, depressed guy would do. He would just throw it onto the ground. Instead, he decides he's going to take it, stare at it for a second, throw it over the head, over his head, or whatever, over his shoulders. That's not what you do when you're depressed. You don't make a joke out of everything. Okay? So they took his character in a bunch of areas that don't even make sense. Like, that was a good movie. And then also, I believe people are calling it the Holdo maneuver. And it's that one lady, some Holdo or something, deciding to use hyperspace. My voice, dude, it's just gonna go away. She's supposed to go into hyperspace, but she decides to use her vehicle as a weapon. And I'm like, okay, you could argue Solo in that movie that they try to kind of explain that a little bit. Because you see that one point where they're like, you gotta dodge the asteroids while we're in hyperspace. And Han's just like, no you don't. And Lando's like, yeah you do. I believe that happened. I recently watched that movie, like, at the time of I'm recording this, like, I don't know, a week ago? 2 weeks maybe? Maximum? And now, probably when this gets done, like a month ago. But, you know, I believe that was a thing that happened. So, just, you know, that movie was supposed to subvert expectations, and that's all they went with. They didn't make any logical sense out of it. And now, the characters were all separated for a while. Luke decides he's gonna die. They'd been building up to, you know, a redemption arc where it's like, dude, so obviously, at the end of the movie, Last Jedi, I was expecting Luke to try to save Kylo, bring him back, because he realized that he was the mistake. Kylo would have been just fine. Kylo's not the one who caused all the chaos. It was Luke. Which, also, it's completely out of Luke's character to try to kill someone in their sleep. I'm just saying. And if it wasn't, and you know, if that was his character, he would have, either way you got it wrong, because he would have finished the job. Kylo wouldn't be breathing. I'm just saying. He wouldn't be alive. But no. They ended up screwing it up, and, you know, I just really want this to be decanonized and them to fix it. I don't know. They gave me no reason to expect Luke would do all these things. Everything was so happy. There were no problems. Like, I'm pretty sure somewhere it's explicitly stated, there were no problems until this incident. And now there's nothing but problems because Luke tried to kill someone in their sleep. Yeah, he sensed great darkness or whatever. But wouldn't he just confront him about it? Like, Luke's never thought dark things. Like, did you not watch? Like, okay, so look. It's a fan theory that Luke used the dark side of the Force to shoot the torpedo through the Death Star ventilation system, whatever that was called. Exhaust port, there we go. I can't believe it took me forever to figure out exhaust port. That was class, Michael. And then Luke just like, I can't even, dude, this is so retarded. I can't even remember what I was gonna say. So Luke was, you know, Obi-Wan died, you know, everything. So he's using his dark emotions, or his negative emotions, to influence his Force abilities. There we go, dark side of the Force. And then you have, are you eating a spider? Decker? Decker. I don't even know what that is, but stop eating it. That's not a spider, that's not even a bug. I just don't know what that is. Get... Nope, stop. Whatever. And... you know, at the end of episode 6, it's very obvious that he's relying on anger and fear to get to fight Vader at the end of episode 6. So, you know, if Kylo Ren's thinking in his sleep about, you know, just stuff that shouldn't be thought about, like Luke has never been in a place like that. I just can't imagine. I mean, just Star Wars has a bad history with twists and shit. Like, originally, like, most people know this, but I'll just blow your mind real quick if you don't. Originally, Luke was supposed to become Darth Vader at the end of episode 6. He wasn't supposed to, like, try to bring his father to good or have that Ewok celebration party. I guess celebration is a party, so I'm a freaking idiot. But originally he was supposed to become Darth Vader, and I'm glad they changed that, because that doesn't make any sense, damn it. But it seems like with episode 8, they actually tried to pull a Luke becomes Darth Vader, because, and I don't mean that they made Luke become Darth Vader, I mean, like, it makes no sense with where they were going with this. And then, I don't know why Solo bombed. It's an actually pretty good movie. That's an opinion of mine. I enjoyed the prequels, though, so what do I know? But it just doesn't make sense, you know? I don't understand why they think the way they do. I'm glad they already tried to get J.J. Abrams on for episode 9, though, because Rian Johnson's mind just doesn't make any sense. And then with this whole EA thing, I'm going to make this really brief, and then I'll touch on it in another video. But why, EA, you think the way you do? You want to monetize it and give microtransactions to the Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's a $60 game, so if you're gonna monetize me, like, if I have to pay any money up front, I'm not paying for microtransactions. Don't even make it an option. Get out of there completely. And then this loot box thing, loot boxing me with skins and stuff. Okay, that is somewhat acceptable. Monetizing me with characters, or not monetizing, loot boxing and randomizing me with characters, that's unacceptable. Like, I can't even, really. I'm not saying everything should be unlocked up front, but nothing should be left to chance when you have to unlock something. And then, you know, it's just all around bad. It's unfortunate too, because I liked what I did in Battlefront 2. I enjoyed that game. That game was, the gameplay is tight, everything's tight, the graphics are great. In fact, the graphics are the best I've ever seen on Xbox One. Really the best I've ever seen, period, but I've not been exposed to great graphics before, so whatever. I didn't play as very many characters, but I uploaded videos on it. The game's awesome. I thought the game was going to be one of the best games ever. I'm dead serious about that. When I was playing through the beta, I was like, yeah, this game's going to be amazing. It's going to be one of the best things ever. People are going to remember this game too. the next 20 years. I'm not even joking. And then, you know, they announced microtransactions, and I'm like, I was like, okay, at first I was really pissed off, and then I was like, okay, let's just see how they're gonna handle this. And then I cooled down, you know, a little bit. And then when I heard about how they did handle it, I was just angry beyond belief, and I'm still angered about it. Like, they better fix this. It left such a bad taste in my mouth. You know, the reason you don't see me playing Star Wars Battlefront 1 anymore? I couldn't bring myself to do it. I really wanted to, but I couldn't. I am uploading some Star Wars Battlefront videos now, but that's not the point.